What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been quite a while since I posted my last business update. I've posted a couple shorts here and there, but not nearly as much as I wish I would have been posting. But yeah, welcome back. And this is going to be, I call it my 6th month business update, because my last one was my 3-month one, even though it's been 4 months since that last one. So we'll just call it the 6th month, and I'll give you the stats and the updates from the 3 months following. So overall, things have changed once again. Such is life, things just change all the time. We make plans, they don't always go according to the way we hope, but things have still been great. Things have been good, and haven't gone the way I expected, but it's been cool. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick update about all that. We're gonna talk about the successes, the failures, the nitty-gritty stats, and then also things I would have done differently, and also what is next for me / my business in drones. So hope you enjoy the video, and thanks for watching. Okay, so successes. Every single month since I started back in May, revenue has grown. So that's an amazing victory, and I'm super happy to see that. Just seeing the graph, you'll see later, it's really satisfying. So that's a major success. And then I have made enough to pay off every single drone that I have bought and all the equipment I invested in for this business since starting in May. So that's amazing. Secondly, I've gained so much experience. I've gotten to fly LiDAR drones. I've gotten to experience customer service and grow in that. I've gotten to grow in marketing and in learning how to do insurance, learning how to do my own taxes, which technically I haven't done yet. I'm going to be doing those this next few weeks. Not excited for that, but hopefully I'll get a lot of write-offs being a new business owner. And I didn't crash another drone. So that was a major success, because if you guys remember at the beginning of my business, I crashed my Air 2S, and that's always a worry. Like, I spent all this money on these drones. What if it crashes? Obviously, I had DJI Care Plus. Didn't have to use it though, so that's great. And with all the DJI bans that happened since December 23rd, I wasn't certain that would actually work. So thankfully, I didn't even need to test that. And then lastly, I survived. My life didn't fall apart. I made enough money to survive, and my greatest fears didn't come true, like I think everyone struggles with when they first take that leap of faith and start their own business. So thank God for that. Honestly, I have to give all the glory to God, because every single time I would be worried that I'd have enough jobs or enough money to pay the bills, I'd get one. And it was so exciting and affirming to see things come through in that way. Thank you, God. All right. Then failures. What are things that didn't go so well in the past 6 months? Number one, didn't make enough profit to switch to this being my full-time source of income. So I still was working contracting on the side. And that's obviously the hope for a business owner, that you could invest full-time in this, but I'm not at the point where I think I could do that. Number two, stop branching out. Once I started teaching drone classes and contracting more. Oh my gosh, another phone call. I'm actually filming a video right now. Yeah, you're on camera. My YouTube channel. Sorry about that. Yeah, so number two, I kind of stopped branching out and reaching out to potential customers once I started teaching drone classes more. Once I started contracting, working for things outside of my business, I kind of let off the gas in that regard. So that was a bummer, and definitely prevented my business from growing exponentially. And I think part of that was just complacency. When you're getting another source of income, more stable income from other jobs, it's hard to have the motivation to continue to work on your own business outside of that. And then lastly, I was banking a lot on drone deer recovery. I know I talked about that, how I was going to start doing that once hunting season started in September, and I did. I was on their website, on their platform. I paid $500 to have my business up on their website for hunters to be able to find me, and I only got 8 jobs from them. So that was a bummer, and it was tons of fun and super cool experience. Yeah, learned a lot, but I didn't really get as much income from that as I would have hoped, because I bought my drone actually from Drone Deer Recovery with that in mind, knowing I would be using the drone for other things. But that was kind of a major letdown. And also with there being tons of snow on the ground this winter, hunters didn't really need drone deer recovery as much. So that was something I didn't take into account and kind of was just happen chance. So the next thing I want to talk about is stats. What were the actual statistics? I'm sure you guys are interested in what sources of income were the highest, what kind of jobs I got, and what my total income was from this business. So let's talk firstly about job sources. Where did I get most of my jobs from? So turns out more than half of all my jobs I got from Fly Guys. So I got 19 total jobs from Fly Guys, 3 from Dronegenuity, 5 through word of mouth, 8 through Drone Deer Recovery, and 1 through this other company called Rad. They're newer though, so I didn't expect much from them. And in total, the revenue I got from each of those was $6,400 from Fly Guys, $2,100, $500 from word of mouth, $1,750 from Drone Deer Recovery, and then the others were just a small amount. And then now let's look at the jobs I got by industry. So the different industries I have here are construction, solar, marketing, deer recovery, real estate, agriculture. So I got 15 drone jobs through construction, 6 through solar, 1 for marketing, 8 for deer recovery, 4 for real estate, and 2 for agriculture. And the profit I got from each of those: for construction, it was $4,100. For solar, it was $3,900. Marketing, it was a very small amount. Deer recovery, $1,750. Real estate and agriculture, also a marginal amount, probably less than $1,000. But one thing you can notice here is I only had 6 jobs from solar compared to 15 for construction, but I basically made the same amount of money through those 6 solar jobs that I did through those 15 construction jobs. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense and is something that is helpful for you guys to realize, because different industries, you're going to get paid more per job, and the amount of money you can make from different industries actually is significant, unless obviously you have a huge portion of the market. The next thing I'm going to talk about is my sales growth per month in 2025. So down here below is the month. So 5 is May all the way to December, the 12th month. And you can see there's an upward trajectory. Obviously, we dipped down a little bit in the 10th month in October, but the overall trajectory was going up, which is so encouraging for me to see. By the end, we were making on average $2,000 a month. So yeah, that is huge growth. And obviously, if we keep this trend going, and the more you work on your business, the more it's naturally going to grow. That basically sums up my stats. In total, I made $11,000 over the course of 6 to 7 months. Some of the payments came late. And the total expenses that I had for this business was around the same. So in 6 to 7 months, 6, 7, okay, yep, get it over with. I was able to pay off all the expenses that I put into this business. Now that's if I didn't pay myself anything and if I kept all the money in the business. And obviously, I've told you guys this before, I actually don't have to pay off all the drones I bought because those were a donation. And super grateful for that. But that is pretty good that in 6 to 7 months I'm able to pay off the expenses for my business, and now from here on out it's almost pure profit. So that is the stats. Hopefully those were helpful. Next, let's talk about what I would do differently. Number one, I think I would have done more marketing, whether it's online or calling more companies or emailing. I kind of, like I said before, got pretty complacent when I started depending more on my income from jobs outside of my business, like for this company, Critical Ops, that I'll talk about a little more later. Next thing I think I would have done differently is invested more into solar jobs, because like I showed before, solar jobs were getting me so much more profit for the amount of jobs I was working on. So I wish I would have reached out to maybe partners of the solar company I was working on, or the project managers, see if they can get me contacts. I tried a little bit, but once I hit some roadblocks, I kind of stopped. But I wish I would have tried a little harder there. I still can, obviously, and maybe that's something for the future. I want to focus more on a niche, because like I said at the beginning of starting this business, I was just gonna kind of spread my net wide and try a whole bunch of different industries, which I certainly did, and I'm glad I did, and I learned a ton. But I think at some point you have to start focusing on something that you can get really good at. Next thing I would have done differently is more word of mouth jobs instead of relying on third-party jobs like through drone service providers like Fly Guys or Rad or Dronegenuity, that kind of thing. Word of mouth, you just get more of the profit. You get to keep more of the revenue, because you're not having to pay, but the third-party company's not keeping any of the profit. Lastly, I would have just made more YouTube videos, for you guys to learn through the process, to educate even students that I teach drone classes to, which I'm going to talk about more. It's just helpful to document and to have that portfolio to look back on and help other people learn from. Next thing I want to talk about is what's next for me / my business. So I don't know if you guys remember, if you even watched my 3-month update, but I said I was going to start weaning off doing my own drone business because I got an offer from Ohio State to come work for them again. Then, like a month later, they ended up not being able to bring me back on because the funding through the FAA never came in. So that never happened, and I just continued as things were. But I did start working more for this company called Critical Ops, and it's been great, but in entrepreneurial sense, I've kind of slipped back into the corporate world and relied more on that stable income, trying to be a W-2 worker. So it's not a bad thing, but it's just not exactly the direction I thought I'd be going with my business. And so I actually accepted a salary position with Critical Ops. It's not completely full-time, but it's fully remote, and I'm going to be gaining more responsibilities than I had before as a 1099 contractor. So some of the things I'm going to be doing for them is, number one, teaching. So I teach high school drone classes at one high school right now, hopefully more in the Columbus area later on. That includes, lesson planning and communicating with the school and setting up the courses and everything like that. And that's been so much fun. I am super glad that I get to do that through Critical Ops. The next thing I'm going to be doing is flying occasional drone missions for them. I actually have their LiDAR equipment right now. So they use Rock Robotic. I've been doing SLAM for them, learning how to do handheld LiDAR 3D models, point cloud models. And then, another thing that I'm going to be doing for them is just research for grant projects that they have to assist different companies with innovating and using new technology to support their industry. So really excited about that. I'm still going to be having my business and still doing drone jobs, but it might be a little less, or it might just kind of stay where it's at. And if it does grow, that brings me to my next thing, which is I might actually start delegating these jobs, start hiring people like maybe these students that get their Part 107 license to do drone jobs that I have less time to do. So maybe I might be doing more of that. I think I might start using my drone jobs as an opportunity to bring younger people with me, like different students that graduate from these classes, to see what being a drone pilot could really be like. And you never know, like maybe a big drone gig will come up and I'll get contacted, and you never know. And I'll just start doing that a little more often. Like maybe I'll get a big solar gig, and that takes up a lot of my time. But I think I'm going to wean down on the marketing and trying to find more jobs so that I can focus more on my position with Critical Ops and also a number of other things in my life. Because obviously everyone has so many different layers of their life, and they have to decide how much they want to put into each bucket. But I think regardless, it's always sweet to have my own business, like I've said in the past, because I get to shape it into whatever I want it to be. And if I do get jobs, I have a platform to be able to do those for customers. So I'm really glad that I still have this business, obviously, and I'm uncertain where it's going to go in the future, but I know that I can still service small businesses here in Ohio with drone technology. So that's great. So now to conclude, if you remember from the first video when I started this business, one of my long-term goals was to eventually go back to the country I grew up in, which is Indonesia, and start a drone business. So keep following me on this journey. I still would love to do that someday, and this is just one step towards that direction of learning how to start a business, especially in a country in which I'm a citizen. It's much easier and a greater learning process, but I now have tools and experiences to help me do that in the future if I do move back in the future, inshallah. So I'd love you guys to keep up with me on this journey. I'm not going to be posting every single week, but when I do, it's going to be cool to look back to see how someone who starts a business, whether it's not even a drone business, how those things just change, because I think it never quite goes as we expect. But seeing someone else go through that process hopefully is helpful for you. And if you have started a business, then keep it up. Then don't be discouraged. Always be looking for the new opportunities. If one door is closed, find the next door that is open. And if you haven't started a business, then I'd highly recommend it. It's such a fun experience. It doesn't have to be your whole life. It can be something on the side. You could invest 5 hours a week, 10 hours a week, even 1 hour a week in just trying something out. So go for it. I hope you learned something from this video and enjoyed it. Thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.